Hello and welcome back to my craft room. I've been doing some more work on my Mini-finity project, my little slow stitched fabric version of the Infinity album that anybody who's done paper crafting in the past might have done before with scrapbooking papers and things. It's been very exciting to see some other people having a go at this project, and I wanted to quickly show you a couple of them that I can, the ones that I'm sure there were more, but these are the ones I can find right now. So I'm going to take you into our Discord community. So this is a free community. If you haven't joined Discord before, do consider it, because once you're in there and you get used to it, it's my favourite platform to connect with people. It just feels a bit more personal than Facebook. You know, you need to put the app on your device, on your phone or your PC, and then you just need to join. It's all free, it's very easy, and we've all, you know, I think it's normally, you think of it as one of those things that younger people do, but actually we've all got used to it really quickly. And there are some people in our Discord that don't do any other social media, but they feel quite comfortable in Discord. So yeah, think about giving it a go. I'll give you a quick peek at it. So here, this is in our craft show and tell room. So one of the lovely things about Discord is that I can create all of these different rooms down here where we have different things going on. So here's the general chit chat room where we've all been. That's the kind of main place to sort of chat about anything really. And we've been talking about Hobbit Day on Sunday. I've just put my menu for the day and some ideas for Hobbit Day activities. And yeah, we've been generally talking about Hobbit Day. And then we've got a room here for the stitchery swap. Now at the moment, this is all just people posting messages looking for their swapsters, but this from a couple of weeks onwards, that when the swap starts properly and all the squares start to come in, this room will start to fill up with photos of beautiful squares of stitchery coming in, or tags. Actually, we're mostly doing tags this time. And then what I wanted to show is here in the craft show and tell room. So this is an Infinity book, a Mini-finity book that the Beady Butterfly made. Now I can't remember now, the thing about people having different names on Discord and other social media is sometimes I know the person as someone else on a different platform. I can't remember if I know the Beady Butterfly as anything else, but anyway, doesn't really matter. Here's her beautiful take on the Mini-finity book. So that's showing all 4 different pages. Absolutely gorgeous. Now if you're in Discord, let me just come out of that again, and you see a picture like this and you can see there's lots of detail. You can't see it very well, especially if you're looking on a phone. Just click on it and it will open it up like this. If that's still not enough, if you see here, look, if I hover underneath, the words open in browser light up, and I can click on that. Now it may be slightly different if you're looking on a different device. I'm on my PC, so I'm just going to click on that. If you're on a phone, you may need to do a long click on the image to bring up the option. Just have a bit of an experiment. The option will be there, you just need to you know, it might be a different way to access it. But anyway, I'm going to click on open in browser. It comes up in a whole separate window like this, and I can even now zoom in and see tiny detail. Look at that, and scroll around to look at all the different details here. Come back out again. How gorgeous is that? This one's all birds, and then this one's rabbits, flowers here. Oh look, I'm just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. What a lovely job. Totally different from what I did, but just using that same basic structure. Lovely. Click to come out of that, and then there's another one up here. That's where the Beady Butterfly was starting to have a go. I think lots of us recognise the oh, I recognise that fabric. Now, did that come from B. Henderson? I think that's where mine came from. Yeah, I think lots of us recognise that scene, don't we? Look at what gorgeous. There's some really beautiful things in here. Such a clever lot. Here we go. Here's Ruthie Honeybee. And she's actually done a little video, so I'm going to put that up now. Let's put it full screen.
I made it. I didn't put any stitching on it because it was my first time, but I did make it with the cardboard. I didn't line it up very well, as you can see. It's a little bit, but not really. But I just want to tell you that I loved making it so much that I plan to do another one with a lot of stitches. So I just wanted to tell you thank you for teaching me how to make this.
How sweet is that? How lovely. Now, I don't think it matters at all that those pieces weren't exactly lining up. I think a little bit of wonkiness adds to the charm of it, and I think Ruthie was very wise to have a go at the book without doing a lot of stitching first, and now go back and do another one with more stitching, just to get your head around how the structure works, because once you've done it once or twice, it clicks and it just feels really, really easy. But I love it just as she's done it there, with the lovely kind of juicy zingy lemons and the watermelons there and the Kool-Aid and everything. It all goes together, a lovely fresh summery sort of look. Really nice, really lovely. What a sweet thing to make that little video. So yeah, really, I always love it when I sort of put a project out or an idea out there, and people pick up the idea and run with it. And I did put a very scrappy just a scan of my hand drawn template that I made up on the Facebook page, which is still there, and I think I've put it in the Discord as well. If I haven't, I'll put it in the resources room in the Discord. But Tom has helped me to turn it into a much nicer template that you can print off. I'm going to put that in my Gumroad, and I'll put a link to it in the description box. So let's now go to the desk and I'll show you what I've done so far. I've been using these scraps, which I think these were all from my latest Bazaar scrap packs that I got when I was down in Sussex. I just love these colours, I love them. They're more greeny turquoisey than they look on camera. But yeah, you can see how lush they are. Mixture of silks, cottons, and this lovely fine soft needle cord, and this gorgeous textured stuff. And so I've used different combinations of that to start working on the latest. So I've got interrupted, lost myself now. So yeah, I have been doing a lot of stitching into this, and you can see I've done quite a lot of stitching in there, but it's just a bit flat and blah. So I've cut out now an extra piece of fabric because I thought it needed a pop or something, so I'm probably going to be applying that, but I'll need to cut it in half. But just to show you how it's looking generally, so you can see I've mixed up the textures. So there's a soft needle cord there against this sort of shiny brocade, smooth brocade with a bit glints of gold in it. And I think I need to be more chunky with my stitching. I think that's what it is. But I think this won't be finished until I'm happy with it. If I'm not happy with it, it just means I've not finished stitching yet. This is all still very experimental. That's probably the one I like best, but I don't really like the calico around here. I'll come to that in a minute. Now these pins are only here because I was thinking I quite fancy doing some really big stitches across here partially to hide that white, because I just don't like that light colour. But I needed to know that whether or not they were ones that need to bend. So I put the pins there to see, just to check that out. And I don't think there's any point where they need to bend. I think that's what I was doing there. So I could now I could add a piece of this into here. I'm not sure quite like that one as it is. So I could add some of this into here as well, cut it up into pieces. I'm not sure. At the moment I kind of feel like this is part of, you can see I've done a lot of work on it, and I do love the colours, these fabrics. I kind of feel like I've got a bit bogged down with this one and I want to start a new one. I actually really like how that one's coming on because I love these textures, but again I just don't like this colour here. So I think because I'm in danger of getting fed up with it and putting it down and walking away, I'm going to put this one down for now and start a new one, bearing in mind the lessons I've learnt making this one and this one. And I have got some really lovely things I'm going to use for it. So I'm not going to abandon them altogether. I'll come back to them, but I just feel like I want to start fresh. So I'm going to put them to one side for a minute, and this is a good point to show you the new template. So it comes as a PDF that you can download from Gumroad, and then you just print it off, cut it out, we put a fold line in, and all you have to do is fold it together. And then if you've got where you run it through and it's hot, what is that called? A laminator. If you haven't, it's worth getting one. You can still get them for around a tenner. I got one at our local supermarket for a tenner. It's ridiculous. Such a useful thing. You can also do hot foiling with it, actually. compared to like the whatever that expensive machine is, Mink, is it called a Mink machine? It's like £100 or something. Anyway, beside the point. So you could just put them together, or you can just leave them folded together like I have there. The basic thing is that you need to know that you've got, if you fold it like this, you know that the numbers are going to be the right way up. You haven't got to worry about, have I got this the right way or not. I'm going to leave the rough scanned copy up on the Facebook group, and I'll put it in the resources in the Discord group as well, so you can still use that one, if you'd rather. Obviously, the other ladies I was showing you just now, they've managed perfectly well with that. So I will link to the video where I showed how to put this basic structure together. I won't bother going into that again now. But I just wanted to show you, I've come on today really to show you how I was getting on with that, explain why I'm just setting this one to one side for now. Sometimes you just like get bogged down in a particular project and you just need to walk away from it for a little bit. Do you know what I mean? And I will walk away from it, come back to that, see it with fresh eyes. At the moment, I'm fed up looking at it. So I'm going to start afresh. Okay, so I will put the link to this, and I will put a link to the original video where I showed how to put the basic structure together. And I think by the look of the two ladies that I just showed, and certainly from my own experience, it definitely works better to do the version with the where you make the squares separately and then stitch them together, because I can still take this apart at this point. So it's easier to add the stitching. You could add the stitching on the separate squares first before you apply them to this if you wanted. And you can see it's just now second nature. The folding up is so easy to me. I've done it so many times now. Yeah. And so I would definitely recommend doing it that way. This was the one I did without the card in, and it does work. It's just too floppy like this. It kind of works, and it is a quite fun way of putting together, because I'm thinking of it as like a sampler book. It's quite a fun way of putting together samples, combinations of fabric, colours, textures, stitches. I also think it would be a really cool way to, as I make more of I'm learning to make buttons in various ways from Gina B Silkworks, and this would be a lovely way to store buttons that I've made, one in each square. It'd be really cute, wouldn't it? And it wouldn't matter that it's floppity like this, but I kind of prefer the more solid feeling structure. I think one of the things that's screaming at me is that I made a calico base, and I think if I was using neutral colours on it, that would have been fine, but the pale calico base with these rich colours against it just isn't working for me. I think that's part of what it is. But as I say, I'll go away, put it to one side, come back with fresh eyes later on. So yes, I'll link to the video and I'll link to this template. If you have a look, I'm just going to take you to the Facebook group a minute. So this is the Arty Farty Annie group on Facebook. My link tree will be in the description box, and in there you'll find links to the Discord community I just showed you and this group as well. They're both free to join, and they're both lovely, friendly places full of very creative and inspiring people. And it's a place where we all encourage and support each other as well, and that's, that's what I love most about it, I think. And you see all kinds of gorgeous things in here. Huge variety of different things going on. Always new ideas. Lovely to see people making the seagulls as well. So anyway, this isn't what I came to show you. If you click on files at the top here, again, on a different device, this will look slightly different, but it's there somewhere at the top. You'll see here at the moment what we've got in there, where it says GBLSS4 guidelines, that's a document with all of the great big little stitchery swap information, and under here it says Mini-finity template, and that is just, I'll show you, I'll open it now. Here we go. So this is, I just scanned my handwritten copy, and I've put the arrow there so that you can make sure that you put them together in the right way, so they come out the right way. So you can see, no, you can definitely make that work for sure. But if you want to get the pretty, tidy, better looking version, pop along to my Gumroad. Just while we're here, if you're looking for the great big little stitchery guidelines, if you click on featured at the top here, here's all the posts this is the welcome post that I suggest everybody looks at when they first join. Here's the stitchery guidelines, stitchery swap guidelines. Here's a clarification video. And here's the video explaining all about it. So that's where we'll put things that it might be helpful for people to be able to find easily, because they'll need to go back to them. And let me show you what I'm going to be working with first. Now, I'm really pushed at the moment, and I want to try and keep this video quite short, so I just wanted to catch you up on what I'm doing. I'm not actually going to start any work on this now. I just wanted to show you what I'm using, show you the template, show you the gorgeous Mini-finity books that other people have been doing. This gorgeous bag of loveliness that was sent to me by the lovely Jen, who is one of my friends on Discord. So these are like inspiration packs that Jen puts together. Experimental pack, do your own thing, get creative. And I think I put 2 packs in together here. And I just thought, what a perfect opportunity to use some of these gorgeous pieces. Look at these. All these lovely pinks and purples. Oh, these different textures. Just look at that. Whoa, you look like goose pimples are right. Oh, lovely dyed fabrics, hand-dyed fabrics. Look at those. Gorgeous. This one's like, it's almost like a mulberry paper. I don't even know what this is. It's like a really thick, really soft mulberry paper. I always love these. You sometimes get these in the bazaar scrap packs, where you just get rows and rows of this gorgeous straight stitching, this kind of canter style stitching onto, looks like reclaimed fabrics, doesn't it, because there's a seam through there. Absolutely yummy. Look at those. And there's some shears. There's these, where's the crinkly, there's these crinkly ones. There was another crinkly one as well. Where's it gone? Here it is. They all feel so different. Look at this lush kind of slubby silky one. And there's another. Oh, look. So I think I'm going to do, I don't think I'll mix them together. I think I'm going to do 2, because there's plenty here. Oh, look at this one with the kind of, muslin over the top. Oh, yum, 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 yum. And then there's the threads. So I've gone and mixed them all up now, haven't I? But and I have got some other beautiful threads Jen sent me as well. Lovely bits of sparkle in them, the pinks and the purples and orange. Look at this. Beautiful variegated. Look at the colours in that. Look at this. Look at this. And beads. Beautiful beads as well. Of course, I can always add other bits and pieces from my stash that I've already got, if I want to, but I don't know if I'm going to need to. Oh, there's a bit of wire there, so I could experiment with different ways of using that, perhaps to create some 3-dimensional pieces come with, or some holes inside it, so that I can peek through, something like that. As the little slip says, do your own thing and get creative. That's what I love to do best. So, as I say, I'm quite keen now. I've got a bit bogged down and fed up with this one. I'm really keen. Now I've got the measure of the basic structure of the book, I'm really keen to have a go with these and see what I can do. There's enough here to make loads and loads. And instead of using a plain calico base, I will use, perhaps the purpley one, I'll use this as to make the base squares. This, or maybe this. I think this. I could even use, if I use this, I won't want to cover it up though. That's the only trouble. Oh, this looks so beautiful. They look beautiful from both sides. Now, sometimes these are, I think this is like 2 layers of fine silk stitched together. I know I've taken them apart. I've looked at them. Yes, here we go. So it's 2 layers of fine silk stitched together. So they look lovely from both sides. Absolutely stunning, those. I love these pieces. So that's what I'm going to do. I just wanted to let you know, because I've been, let me come back. I've had an awful lot on, and so much of it has been really good stuff and really fun stuff. You know what it's like, it can be overwhelming when you've got too much going on at once. We're going away to Cornwall for a week in a week or so's time. I've got my oldest son Richard staying with me. Now some of you will know Tom very well, but Richard you won't have seen, and it's been a long time since I've seen him, and it's been lovely to have him here, so obviously that's had to be my priority, and so I haven't been able to do so many videos and stuff, but I did just want to come back and let you know how I'm getting on with that and what I'm doing, because I know some people have been following along, and it's just lovely to see people making their own. And yeah, I always say I love it when I throw the idea out there and have a go, and then other people have a go as well and do it way better than I did and put their own twists on it and stuff. That just absolutely makes my heart sing, that does. So yeah, I just wanted to come back really and yeah, let you know about the template and just where I'm at with this project. And now I've made that decision to put those ones I'd started aside and start a new one, knowing everything I know now. I'm just so excited to get going on it again, so it was the right decision, I think. I will leave the scrappy template still there that I just showed you, and that's still there, and that's free to use. The Gumroad one, you have to pay to download it, but it's only going to be £1, so I think that's reasonable, and very much appreciate it if people do, because it does all every little helps. It's been really, I'm really appreciating the number of people that have bought the scrappy seagull pattern, and some people have paid more than I've asked for it as well, so that's really, really kind of them. I really appreciate it, thank you. So I did want to say that as well. But anyway, right, that's it. I need to can hear things going on downstairs. My son's actually cooking dinner for us, something exciting in Japanese. He travels a lot. I will love you and leave you. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that video. It feels like a bit of a scrappy kind of all over the place video, but thanks for joining me anyway, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye.